Hey guys, welcome back to the Sabercast. Hopefully, you haven't forgotten about me. To those who haven't heard me before, welcome. To those who missed me, thanks for coming back. The goal here is for me to just kind of bring the studio back, kind of bring myself back into the fold of being part of the NSFL's media team here, and to give you a little update about where I've been, what I've been doing, why I came back, what I plan on doing, and kind of things like that. It may or may not seem a little scattered, but I promise there is some kind of flow to this. So it's a little bit more of an informal one, as opposed to my interviews, which I used to do, and the play-by-plays and discussions I used to have as well. So if for those who don't know me, Sweetwater, I used to be John Canton, the corner for the San Jose Sabercats. I started this up around end of season 2, beginning of season 3. It was a pretty great time. Season 3, season 4, had a blast. Ended up getting myself real deep into the league. Eventually becoming part of the head office. Unfortunately, my time in the head office was not as great as I had hoped it would be. What had happened was, right around that time, many of you may or may not know, I came in right at the end of the Noble case, which was where he had originally done all of his cheating with adding more and more TPE constantly, and then he came back after his suspension and was found to have been multiing. Did a whole bunch of crazy shenanigans to try to get out of that. But ultimately, we ruled that he had to get out. That was interesting. That was definitely a throw your feet into the fire moment. That moved into eventually the case, where it broke me. I was getting pinged every couple of minutes by... I don't remember who it was by. It doesn't matter anymore. But I was getting pinged like every 5 minutes, morning and night. Hey, we found this. Hey, we found this. Hey, we found this. It ended up feeling like a giant witch hunt. I was sad to find out it was true. But what was, you get constantly pinged, constantly that. It just burn out real fast. So that happened around Thanksgiving. I took the weekend off from the site so I could be with my family, and I ended up using that as vacation time as well, and went on I continued on and just stayed off the site while I was home, visiting my family, having a nice time, and just trying to isolate myself from anything that was even out there. There was... that ended up causing a friction between me and the head office, which is fun. Honestly, it was my fault for not being a little more in contact with them, especially in such a tumultuous time. I was kicked out. They said I decided to leave. I probably should have left, but I was kicked out, which again, I harbor no ill will towards the guys. They did what they had to do. I understand. And then I just took a break. I was super deep into work. Super deep just into my life at the time, trying to get everything else kind of figured out. Kind of going through some personal stuff. So, getting pinged constantly throughout this time, probably once a week, if not daily, tagged in the Sabercats locker room Discord. They were constantly pinging me, saying, hey man, come back, come back, come back. So why did I finally make the jump to come back? I don't know. Maybe I just decided I missed it. Maybe it's because football's on and I wanted to get back into that kind of stuff. Maybe it's something else entirely. But honestly, I'm glad to be back. It's good to see all my old friends from the league again. I'm excited to meet all these new faces. Hopefully everybody's a bit more active than they used to be. you used to have really just the usual suspects hanging around. Coming back, I will say, a lot of new surprises, a lot of new interesting things. I was in S1, first draft class ever. I had created my account maybe 3 days before. So it was definitely a cool time to be around. I was on the first podcast, or the first draft stream, doing commentary and stuff. It was a fun time. And now I've just come back and watched the DSFL draft for Season 10, which is insane. It's really cool that it's gone this far. It's continued on this long. There was definitely a point where I thought the league might die out. We were getting down to like 25 to 30 active users at a time, and people just weren't really focusing. Everybody's trying to keep it alive, and I feel bad for ditching out right at that time. But like I said, I gave you my reasons, and I stand by them. But it's nice to come back, see the league is full of life, see a whole bunch of new faces that are really excited to be here, and it's been fun. I've made my new character, Jared Canton, who's a relative somehow of John Canton. I don't know if he's going to be the son he had way too early, or if he's the brother, or whatever. Doesn't matter, honestly. Hopefully he gets to watch John Canton get into the Hall of Fame, and John can watch his little brother run it up in the DSFL and make his way up there. I recently found out about the bot teams on the DSFL. That's insane. It's kind of cool. I get it. Could be a good idea. Let you pad your stats a little bit, definitely. Get you a couple of free wins a season, probably. But obviously you need 8 teams to have it going. The league is not as fun with 6 teams, because I remember that time when there was only 6 teams total in the league. Back before the Las Vegas Legion and the Philadelphia Liberty came into the league, and memories. Sorry, I'm ranting. But it's cool to be back, guys. I hope you guys will enjoy future podcasts here. I have an episode backlogged from way back in Season 4 of me and Muford just kind of shooting the shit. Hopefully I'll release that with some as like a lost recordings kind of thing or something. Hopefully to come will become more interviews. Casey Colby said he'd be excited to do something like that again, and he was always fun to have on because the dude knows so much. Maybe now that Time Consumer has revealed his voice to the world, we can get him on here, and I'd love to talk to him about some stuff. People are more vocal now, so I can definitely get him on, and we can kind of chat and stuff. Maybe they'll let me even join in on a play-by-play or something. That was a lot of fun for me. For those of you who missed it, I get drunk on those. I'm not gonna lie, I get drunk. It gets fun. Excitement is definitely around. They take a little bit longer, but the people that enjoyed it seemed to really enjoy it. The people that didn't enjoy it didn't have to watch. So Sabercast Studios, not going to change the name. I know I'm not on the Sabercats anymore, but it's kind of a cool name. I like it. I don't know what we'll title the shows anymore, but they'll probably stay along the same lines. But we'll try to start it up new here. So if you want to come on, please, please, please contact me in the forums, on Discord, whatever. I will gladly allow anybody on. I'll talk to anybody. It's a great way to get to express yourself, to get to know someone from the league, and to get some cash. I usually split 50-50 with my guests, if not more. So looking to pump out about one a week again. I was trying to put out like 2 or 3 a week for a while, and it was just too much. But I've kind of dialed things back here. So looking forward here, we've got new podcast shows. I've got a new player in the league, and we've got a whole new league to me for everything to go on here. So I'd like to thank you if you've gotten this far. Like I said, it's just going to be a quick, short update. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. It's a little ranty, it's a little vloggy, and I apologize for that. But we're going to start here, reestablishing Sweetwater as the podcast guy for the NSFL again. And hopefully we can have some fun here. So, again, thanks for listening. Good luck in your upcoming season for anybody else who's out there, and let's have some fun.